Hey, what's up team? So this next circuit involves dumbbells, and you can use this within your gym setting. It is our dumbbell stop on a dime deceleration drills. So we're working on really learning how to absorb, load, and explode, but the most important is that absorption. It's not how fast you can run, it's how great you can slow down. It's not how high you can jump, it's how great you can land. So this is really good for strengthening the foot and hip and core and making sure that you're balanced, stabilized within full body control all together as one complete unit. Now, there's a lot of fast eccentrics, a lot of force is gonna be going into this because we're gonna be using these dumbbells to really pull us into the position, attack us into the position so we can learn how to quickly absorb force from the foot all the way up the hip, because we don't want to be putting that all into the knee. Now, the first exercise is gonna be bilateral. So it's gonna be 2 feet on the ground. So it's gonna get you kind of set up to learn how to drive down into the position. And when you're in these positions, you may feel a little bit unstable on the first ones. Just keep them up as you start to get into the rep, into the groove, into like the rhythm of it. You'll start to really feel yourself landing hard to a little bit softer, absorbing the force, and maybe more to the midfoot than just driving with heels down. So the first one, you're gonna make sure your big toe, second toe, pointed straight ahead. Your feet are underneath your hip because we wanna make sure that when we do land, a lot of the times, especially when we're absorbing force, we're not outside of our body, that we're underneath our hip. So from here, we're going to bring the dumbbells up as we lift onto the balls of our feet, all in the same time. And then from here, you're going to quickly drop down. You'll get a little air time in between your feet and the ground, and then explode the dumbbells down as it pulls you down. And then you gotta land in this high position, not in a low position, like a quarter squat position, chest slightly over the knees and toes. Hold right here. So it looks like this. Hold, become a statue, come back up. You hear I breathe in, exhale out all the way down. Now this does get very tiring, so we're looking for 8 to 10 reps per exercise. When we do the single leg, you're looking for like 4 to 5 reps per leg. As you bring this up, what makes it more tiring is as you drive down and you pull yourself and attack down and explode down to the position, your body has to quickly and efficiently absorb the force, absorb those fast eccentric loads, and your ability to stabilize and balance very quickly. So that's gonna be our first one. The second one is right when you finish that, you'll give yourself anywhere from 45 seconds to 60 seconds break. You're going to do a split stance. So you're gonna go from here into a split stance position. Now, again, if you need to have the full foot contact on the ground as you land on the first few, go ahead. As you get better, the heel will slightly come off the ground. There'll be a little bit of gap under there. You're landing on the forefoot, so the middle of the foot all the way down to the big toe. Now, you don't need to get into a long split stance here. It's more of like, can I load into an athletic position to burst and explode out of it? Again, we just want to be able to stabilize, absorb, load, and then we'll be able to explode. So when in our sport, you get into these greater, stronger, athletic positions that are going to allow you to maximize your force, maximize your energy, and maximize your overall efficiency as we get better at absorbing that load. The next one, take a deep breath in, maybe 60-second break. We're gonna go into a single leg catch. So you're here, and then it's hold. Okay, I put that back leg back just as balanced as a kickstand for the first few. As I get better, it's a hold that up. And you're not getting into these deep positions. Quarter squat, because the lower you get, the harder it is to balance. So you wanna get into a quarter squat, the same position as you would be able to efficiently move out of your break. So you're here, hold. You can alternate, or you can do 4 or 5 on one side, 4 or 5 on the other side. Once you're finished that, we're gonna go into kind of like a drop step back and push forward. Okay, so now we're gonna be quickly loading into the Achilles and calf, touch, push, and then absorb it. So it's a quicker touch, right? To really get that quick reaction off the ground, the elasticity to push over, and then we're gonna really get into that absorption load. So I'm here, and all I'm gonna do is kick, push, hold. As I get better, these will come up, push, and then I really drive into it. And as I punch into it, that's going to what? Get me into that position where I want that chest slightly over the knees and toes. My hips are back, I'm on that foot, and I really have to stabilize now because there's way more force and drive and explosiveness coming from that back leg drive and pushing forward.
After I've done both sides 4 to 5 times, I'm gonna do the last one. This is a lateral kind of skater push over. I would just go up here, and all I'm looking for is just push over. From here, drive over, hold. Here, drive over, hold. And as I'm in this position, you'll notice that as I drive into it, again, I'm in a great, efficient, athletic position. My head is in line with my shoulder, hip, knee, and foot. So then, once I have to drive and explode out of it, I'm efficiently, mechanically in the greatest position possible to actually push away or attack away from the ground. So I'm here, boom, hold, and then come back and do both sides. Wow, this is really gonna warm me up. I like to do about 2 rounds of them before I start getting into either some strength work, some explosive work, or I'm just warming myself up to get ready for some multi-directional agility work. There you have it right there. Let's get after it.